perhaps. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
So, Myst. This was so big when it first came out, and it's kind of surprising that it's still going, really. This is a newer version. It's a three-dimensional version, and like I said, I had to go earlier on, and it's kind of interesting. You can see, you can sort of turn and point, and this time instead of being side to side, it's three-dimensional. Okay, so as before, we're in the quay where the submerged boat is, and it was years and years ago that I played this. I seem to remember there's something down here. Oops. Okay, so some numbers we've got to put in at some point. Oh, I see. Oops. Okay, so we've not done something yet that we need to do. Mark switch diagram, water turbulent pool, topographical extension. Okay, I think something we need to do is to okay. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, marker switch diagram. Okay, let's try that. 47, was it? There we go. Okie dokie, so this is one of our marker switches that we have to go and switch on. That's about it, I think. Okay, fantastic, very informative. What else have we got? Topographical extrusion test, 40. Let's try that. Oops. Okay, so that's Myst Island. Fine. Okay. Right, well, one of the things that we'll need to do is to go and switch on all of the controls, all of those switches that we saw the diagram of. So I think it might show us a bit more after we've done that. So let's go and switch our switches on. Okay, got you. Okay, so that's switched our first switch on. Okay, seems to be gulping a bit. And that's right, there's one up here, isn't there? Okay, these great big cogwheels. Oops. Okay. Nothing down here, is there? Can you walk around here? Oh, you can. Okay, but not very far. Lovely details on these brass rails here. Okay, so we've got two switches switched on, or at least in the up position, which I'm assuming is on. Now, we don't know anything about this island while we're here, or whatever. So, but I'm pretty sure that we have to switch on all of these switches to start unraveling stuff. There we go. And what's this building? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can see here. Okay, so I vaguely remember this now. It's some sort of you can put in the dates and so on, and the time, and then hit the green button, and it gives you some kind of constellation. So not really sure where we use that just yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay. Whoops. Oops. Trying to catch up with its data feed there or something. Okay. And this is some kind of library or something, isn't it? Is that the clock tower behind it? Okay, so more to that thing, isn't there? Yeah, there's something. I wonder how you get there now. Anyway, we've got a sort of spaceship looking thing, and whoops, I'm not sure if you can fall off these places, but don't want to find out. And there's another one of those switches. There we go. See if we can get in. No. Okay. So I think there's some way of getting in there, and that gives us some insight into the island. Okay, we seem to be losing the sound a little bit here. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. Right. Okay, I'm pretty sure that when it's got this kind of red mark, it means to tell you that something important's happening about that location. And same again there. Okay. Right, fantastic. Something's happening there. And we're still open here, aren't we? Right. Okay. Right, so that goes into there.
Bring me a red. I can't see. Need a red. You must. Bring. I beg of bring. I am serious. Give it up. There is one thing I need to rescue.
Well, that's certainly a bit difficult to understand, isn't it? So, Sirius, rescue, long ago. Okay. Let's try this one.
Serious? Is that you? Are you? See you. Help me. Bring blue pages. Never. Pages. I must have the blue page. Bring them to me.
Okay. So, equally confusing. Blue pages and red pages. Okay, fine. And okay. Okay, I knew that was it. That was this. So now we should have a closed door behind us. Yes, that's right. And that's to open the door back up. So this should take us to where? This is going to go through that mountain into the tower. Okay. Okay, so there's two locations. One is a key, and the other one is a book. Let's go have a look. Can we get up here? There we go. Okay, so this is pointing at the rocket. Yeah, that must have been the tower rotation thing. We rotated the tower on the map, and I'd left it at the rocket. So that must be why. And what is there? What's over here? $59 volts. Okay, so 59 volts is something to do with the rocket. Okay. Oh, it's really dark. Oops. Okay, so that's how we get some of our clues then, is to aim at the thing that we want to clue about and then go up the tower. Fair enough. Right, so we've got a clue about the rocket, and it says 59 volts. So hopefully that will be something that we can use. I'm going to sort of start making some notes here, aren't I? There we go. Rocket, 59 volts. Okay. Now let's, we're going to have to get back out and look around the rest of the place. Okay, I also remember something about these books. That's right, you can read some of them. Okay, I'm not going to read this now, but if you want to freeze the video, feel free. This is about Channelwood, some place called Channelwood. Here we are. I've called this age Channelwood, okay. And burnt books, okay. And this one is Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This is where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life and would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far off a distance. Okay, so no doubt we'll have to read through something like that to get some clues for some place to do with rocks. It's been a while since I've heard only silence and enjoy it greatly. I think for some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world. How can I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. Okay. I don't know who's writing these books. Probably the guy that is at the beginning. I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and grey. Okay, I think we'll get back to this when we've got some more clues to work with. Rhyme, I've named it. A desolate age with beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. Okay, some sort of cold place. Right, well, I'm sure we'll have to, we'll sort something else more about those a bit later on. what we want to do now is we want to switch on all of those those switches. Okay. Sunken boat. Some kind of shapes. Anchor. Spider. Snake. Eye. Very mysterious, as you might expect. Okay, let's get that switched. There we go. There seems to be something up there as well. I vaguely remember something here. We can't get to it this way. Okay. Okay, I wonder what this is. This looks well, the area should be okay. Not really much we can do here. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. What's this? Okay. Right. Nineteen, 20. Okay. So I think this is that thing to do with voltage, isn't it? So it said 59 volts. Oh, okay. Go too much and it switches off again. Ah. I wonder if that's where it's supposed to be. I would have thought the engines was running though, you know. Okay, well let's just leave that for a second because whoops, hang on, what was that? Okay, what's this then? Power to ship. Right. Generator switches. Okay. Okay, we had these things running initially, and now they don't. Now we don't have any power in the secondary. Don't have any power in the secondary. Monitor. Okay, well, I'm guessing that you have to get out and go back in again to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for a second. Oops, come on. Because I want to... oops. I want to see if we can get all these switches done. Oh, I see. Right, double touch to move faster. Oops. Okay. Okay, well, we've been going for quite a while. I think what we'll do is come back to one of these and investigate it more properly. First, I just want to get all these switches switched on. If I can. Apparently I can't. Oh, what's that? Oh, I vaguely remember something about this. This is a giant tree, isn't it? Okie dokie. Right, so we can't actually go over there, which is kind of interesting. Okay, well, I think what we'll do is leave it at this point, because I think we've had a look a fair amount around, sort of thing. And I think the next thing to do is to work on one of those specific areas. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a like, and if you want to see some more, subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye.